Well, greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Once again, it is I, your Duke of Dope Discourse, your master of fun and wonder, sometimes too much fun and wonder. What can I say? Your Viceroy of Verisimilitude, and I am Robert Meyer Burnett, and this is Let's Get Physical Media. But you know what? You didn't come here to see me. You came here to see my favorite German and your favorite German, Mr. Dieter Bastian, all the way from Saarbrücken, Deutschland. Dieter, how are you?
A little late, but better late than never, okay?
That's what I always say.
Welcome, our Let's Get Physical Media squad today. And I say, greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Dieter here. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane, and welcome to the B&B Motel for Let's Get Physical Media. But first up, Rob, Suicide Squad.
Wait.
Your take on it? I loved it.
I thought it was a hoot. Now it bombed. You know, I think the story, the movie story of 2021 is that Suicide Squad bombed, and look, I know James Gunn. I love James Gunn. I think he did. That movie is monumentally entertaining.
Definitely.
It is.
I've seen it 2 times on HBO Max on Friday, but I was at the cinema at the theater yesterday.
Oh,
so
you saw it in a theater?
Yeah, with my boss yesterday, with Patrick.
Patrick, your boss. Would that be Patrick, who has his own Hot Toys review channel?
Correct, Rob. Okay, and he liked the movie. Luckily, he liked the movie too, because the movie is really that kind of bonkers. I can see that it's not for everyone. Or bonkers is those.
Well, what I found really interesting about it was it felt like an indie movie. Like it was certainly not. I mean, how James Gunn allowed Warner Brothers, or how Warner Brothers allowed James Gunn to make that movie. I'm like, you go, Warner Brothers. And I have to say, I mean, it really is why you go to the movies. It's wildly entertaining. I mean, it is so much fun to watch. Viola Davis, my God, did she kill it. I think they should make a Viola Davis TV series, an Amanda Waller, where all she does is look into the camera and yell at people. I would watch that show.
She commanded the screen, definitely.
Everybody, I mean, it was so good.
And my favorite sentence was, of course, from John Cena, the Peacemaker. Have to look it up. I cherish peace with all my heart. I don't care how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, it was. The film was spectacular. Loved it.
But perhaps we'll have legs. Let's see how it will go.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it does. I mean,
perhaps with good word of mouth, because the reviews are great. But
I know. I mean, it's a movie everybody thought was going to be a hit, and it didn't make any money. No one went out. I think of all of the movies, even look, I'm guilty. I watched it on HBO Max, and that was problematic. I mean, here's the thing. You know, you roll out of bed, you're like, oh, it's right here. Click.
Correct, Rob.
Yeah. So
on Friday, like I told you, I woken up. Oh, what is there new on HBO Max for me to watch? But I went
with
to
you and your
VPN.
VPN.
Yeah. Luckily. So, let's get into other topics than the.
Well, I don't know. Are you gonna?
Do we have news?
We have lots of news. You want to hear, dude? Okay.
Well, wait. First, this week I heard someone was not happy.
Wait.
With the transfer of Star Trek: The Motion Picture. He already ranted 52 times about it. That he is not happy with the color timing of his favorite movie.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know, someone named Bobby. He was bitching
Bob,
about
or as Elizabeth says, "Hey Bob, hey Bob." No one says the name Bob better than Elizabeth Gwendolyn Bell. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the 4K version of Star Trek: The Motion Picture, not the director's edition, but the regular version, was dropped on the internet this week.
Okay.
On iTunes. It fucking sucks. And not only does it suck, fuck Paramount and fuck everybody. To be honest. Here's what I don't get. There's really good news that I actually can't tell you what it is. And I would say that there is one person in Hollywood, one man, one individual, and I can't say his name, but he had good news this week, which means it's good news for all of us. And I can't say it.
So the director's cut will be different?
No. It has nothing to do with Star Trek.
Okay.
What it has to do with is America's and the world's cinematic legacy. Let's just say some people who should know better did something good this week. But it wasn't fucking Paramount Pictures. God damn you, Paramount. I mean, what is it? What I mean, look, it's not just the amount I drink. It is the fact that the world at large is going to put me into an early grave because our cinematic legacy is not being well taken care of, Dieter. And I watched... Look, I'm not going to be one of those people like, oh my God, I can't believe Star Trek The Motion Picture is in 4K. Okay, that's great if it is. But you know what? Who color timed that shit? Like, why not just... I understand, like, the people that made that movie are no longer with us. But God damn it, please find somebody in the color bay, somebody who's overseeing it going... Let's make Vulcan look really red. No, dude. Here. Pro tip. If you are a color timer and you are color timing a film, don't sit there and go, in episodes of Enterprise, Vulcan looks really red. No, you should be guided by the way the movie was originally shot. So, like, just because you're inside V'ger doesn't mean you have to, like, blue up the exterior of the Enterprise. See, they're inside of V'ger, so let's make it look blue. You know what? Fuck you, and fuck the color timing horse you rode in on, because you suck. And by the way, the people at Paramount, they got rid of everybody. Here, pro tip, studios, your entire fucking legacy is in your vaults, and you know what you need? You need people, good, knowledgeable, expensive people on your staff to make sure that your entire legacy, when you transfer it onto, say, 4K, that you have somebody that cares and knows what is up. You are hiring people, and look, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm an old fucking man with one foot in his grave. Even I am not qualified to sit in the color bay with actually I'm more qualified than most. So Paramount, come on, you should hire me. You've gotten rid of every other person in home video that knows Star Trek. There's a few people there, but give me a fucking break. That 4K transfer of Star Trek: The Motion Picture is abhorrent, and you people, what do you mean you people? You people. Yeah, I would say this. For all the money streamers make, give me a fucking break. If you have an opportunity to hire, say, a gentleman and a scholar who knows more about your film catalog than any 7-figure paid executive, if you have that opportunity to hire that person, you fucking goddamn well pay him. Oh, wait. One studio did. I can't say it. I can't say who or what I'm talking about, but let me just say one studio and one streaming service They know what's up. They know what side of the bread their butter is on, because they did the right thing. And they made sure they hired someone that is one of the great men, not just in the home entertainment industry, but perhaps, did I say guy? Could be a girl. I don't want to say who it is. But it is someone who I mean, like, if you were to ask me, if I was speaking to all of the studio heads, I would say there's one guy you should hire. One guy. And if you don't hire him, you're all dolts. But you know what? One studio did the right thing. Apparently, it wasn't Paramount, though, because we wouldn't have got that goddamn Star Trek The Motion Picture transfer. Let's make Vulcan look red, and we're in V'ger. Let's blue it all up, because in V'ger, everything is blue. Hey, where's that light source? I don't know. Let's make it more blue. Fuck you guys. Anyway.
So you're even more pissed than with the Basic Instinct transfer?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, I am.
Got it. Okay. Do you have news? Other news for us, Rob? Or should I go with the with the live chat from last
No, I
week?
have news. Why don't you take us to the live chat first, and then I'll give us more news.
Previously on Robservation from last week, which the first, Tim Hans said, Rob's looking well animated for a half-dead sleepy guy, which is actually really fitting today for people who watched the Midnight Metal Show.
Wait a minute.
He sent it last week, but it's even more fitting today.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Tim Hans, you're looking well animated for half.
No idea.
Guy,
no
okay?
idea what you're saying. I have no idea.
My arch enemy, I know, I have to say, the lovely Emma Bannon said, "Do hurricanes rock? I thought they were full of hot wind." Be careful, lovely Emma. There will be a wind of change coming.
I see what you did there.
Stubble McShave. Rob is not allowed to sleep anymore. Only bad news are dropped when he sleeps. You know, the Alec Kurtzman story from last week. Okay? And if you think the humor from our lovely Emma Bannon wouldn't seep into other people, well, Stubble McShave said, "I'm waiting for the day that critters are released on Criterion."
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So let me just see what was left. Kinky Sphincter said he would sign the lovely Emma Bannon's petition for me to be not on Elizaviews. Unbelievable, Kinky Sphincter.
Why would you say that? How could you not be on Elizaviews?
Yeah, Emma simply seems to have that petition going. Okay, and we don't have a nickname yet. Our Zephyr Chen wants you to have Alex Kurtzman's job, and she did start a petition for that, I believe. You know, our Zephyr Chen.
I know.
My friend David Kogel said, "If Dieter guests on Elizaviews, it will make me as happy as to live and die in LA makes Rob."
Oh my God! Can we just talk about that coming out on 4K?
Oh,
you know what?
I hope.
Wait!
I hope they don't botch the transfer.
I just want to say, this is a special shout out to Tom Jr. Jackson, and I think I need to come on screen for this. I'd be like,
yeah.
Tom Jr. Jackson, let me tell you, this is amazing. You might not know this, but William Friedkin's 1985 sizzling cop. Well, actually, it's about an actual, not a cop. It's about an agent of the United States, a special agent of the U.S. Did you know that William Friedkin's 1985 cop sizzler To Live and Die in L.A. is coming out on 4K? Tom, I don't know if you know, but it is. And it's coming out from Kino Lorber. Just so you know, Tom. Anyway, sorry, Dieter. Let me go back to you.
No. He should made a mark on that pre-order when it's possible. Okay. Last week my phone was ringing, And the immediately said, "Who phone ringing?" It was mine, because some people like you, Rob, doesn't know that I have to do home office Sunday evening.
No.
They just think they can call. Okay, unbelievable.
Would that be Patrick?
No, it was another worker colleague. He wanted to tell me about him seeing Nobody, but we will get to Nobody a little bit later.
Okay.
Tim Hens, again. Chances
By the way,
are
starting his own
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Everyone should go and subscribe.
Okay. Chances are Dieter won't read this comment until next week, but is he reluctant to part with Rob's Emmanuel 4K set? Tim, actually not. I'm waiting. I'm looking for the right package, because Emmanuel set is a little bit bigger than the usual stuff. I have to get.
That's what I've been trying to
package.
tell the girls since I was like 13, but it never works.
And I will wait until the tune set comes to see how big the tune sets are, if I can put those two in a tube. At the moment, they are still scheduled for releasing end of August, but let's see if they keep that date. Until now, there is no cover for your big tune edition. I hope they keep the release date on the end of August.
Okay.
Arden said, yes, she loved Blood Red Sky. Rob, did you have time to watch Blood Red Sky, the new movie from Peter Todd? No, okay.
I haven't watched
God
it
damn
yet.
it, Rob.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dean Milgett said, almost watched Blood Red Sky last night, but I fell asleep. I hope, Dean, you were getting back on track and watched Blood Red Sky finally. Unfortunately, Rob, Elizabeth is sometimes in the chat too, and she heard about your ordering of some hot toy figures. Okay?
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, I heard that, Rob. She said in the live chat. Okay, what can you do? Okay.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Ultimately, the only secrets I keep from Elizabeth are what is delivered on our front doorstep. And if I remember, because most of the time I don't, I can sneak to the front doorstep and I can move what's on the doorstep. I unlock our front gate and go down the driveway and put it in my Robservatory before she knows. So no one should, please, all of you, don't tell Elizabeth that I may sneak some things into the Robservatory that she doesn't know about. Don't tell her.
Hey, everybody knows now.
Everybody
Pod Racing
knows.
Palpatine said, Dieter's "Tada!" from Benny Loves You will be my new message alert tone. Unbelievable. And Doc Vader said, answered Pod Racing Palpatine, that and how he says okay. Strange ringtones.
Can you imagine, like if you take on a date, what do you say? Like say you've seen a movie, you've had a nice dinner, you've had some wine. Like, how do you tell her you like her? Do you like?
Make some animal noises.
Like, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, and by the way, does she buy that or does she laugh in your face? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to find out, Rob.
I know.
Go to New York, to Long Beach. Okay. Luckily, Rob, you told us Willow Yang is not a real name, but Zephyr Chen is actually Zephyr Chen. She said,
is that true?
Zephyr Chen is my legal name. How cool is that? Okay.
It's pretty fucking cool.
And then you said, considering the lovely Emma Bannon, we have to have a nickname for Zephyr Chen, and there were a few in the live chat. We have the irrepressible Zephyr Chen, the honorable Zephyr Chen, the alluring Zephyr Chen, the respected Zephyr Chen.
Oh.
This, the Dalai Lama Zephyr Chen. But from Elizabeth, really great, the Funkalicious Zephyr Chen.
The Funkalicious?
The Funkalicious Zephyr Chen.
Elizabeth said that?
Yeah, Elizabeth said.
Okay, hang on a second. That's why I love Elizabeth, because she's rad. From this moment forward, let it be known that Zephyr Chan is the Funkalicious. The Funkalicious Zephyr Chan, that name bestowed upon her by Elizabeth Gwendolyn Bell, who, by the way, is the post-production assistant on Tango Shalom, just so you know. So Zephyr Chan is now from this day.
Separate title card just with her name.
Well, she doesn't get a single.
What's the show business? The show business.
She does not get the separate title card. It's in the end. It's in the end crawl. I mean, look, why'd you have to give her that idea? She's going to be like,
show business.
Dieter says I should get a single card. You don't get that in the front titles, babe.
You know how many times I have heard that story? No, Agent Cody Banks. Look at the title card. Look at the title card.
I'm telling you, but you know what? Just saying.
Yeah.
The Funkalicious Zephyr Chan.
Funkalicious.
Actually, that's techno. It's got to be funk. I'm telling you, the Funkalicious Zephyr Chan. I mean, she's got to watch that unbelievable looking Rick James documentary that's on Showtime. Do you see that trailer for the Rick James documentary?
No.
I'm Rick James, bitch. It's not called that, but it should be. But there's a Rick James documentary, and I guess Zephyr Chan should be in it because she is
on Netflix.
Funkalicious. No, it's on Showtime.
Okay. So back to the live chat from last week. Tim Hens again. Someone needs to make action figures of both Rob and myself.
Well, they are. By the way, look behind you. Look at the action figures over your shoulder. I think we've got a little Rogue One, maybe, right? And
yeah, correct, John.
And a little John
Wick. Yes, correct. Our friend Tom Jr. Jackson. He made that remark about Howard the Duck.
He's a goof person, by the way.
Yeah. I asked you what does this mean, and you said I don't know if there's another cut of Howard the Duck, but he said it is a quote from the film. So Tom Jr. Jackson, that tells us how good Rob and I know the movie. No?
Yeah, we don't.
But when he just quoted the movie. Emma, sorry people, the lovely Emma Bannon.
The lovely, you can't say Emma Bannon's name without the word lovely in front of it.
My arch enemy said, I used to work doing circumcisions. The pay was awful, but I got to keep the tips.
Okay, you know what? Enough. There's got to be, we have to draw the line. Emma Bannon, the lovely Emma Bannon, must be stopped.
There is no stopping, Rob. There is no stopping.
I don't know.
She continues. Has Rob ever thought of being a WWE wrestler? Well, Emma, he actually was at the Schmodown. He was playing a character, but some people thought he's not. He's in real that person that he personified.
I got canceled, man. I apparently I wasn't a good enough wrestler.
Tell Emma about your wrestling career at the Schmodown.
Well, for those of you who don't know, I played a character called the Captain. And I thought I did a pretty good job.
Were you a heel or a babyface?
I was a heel. I was a heel. I didn't even know what heels were until I decided to be a bad guy in the Schmodown. And apparently, and by the way, can I just say that everybody that I work with, even the people that called me a trash person, which I'm like, me? I mean, I might be trashy, but I don't think I'm a trash person. I think I'm, for the most part, a good guy. I want everyone to have a good time, but I got canceled. I made an incendiary tweet, and they decided that of all the 100,000 plus tweets I made, the one tweet that I made, well, that was the one. I was canceled. So,
but if you want to see him, Emma, as another personality, you can go back to some Schmodowns.
Yeah, you can go watch the stream when I was that
fresh
guy.
and bold.
I know, it's true.
Played a role. No? Mr. Gonzal 09 said, I'm loyal to The Walking Dead since season 1, have bought every season so far. Mr. Gonzal 09, 2 thumbs up. Me too. Okay. Rogue Thinker said Dieter gets good movies too. Okay.
Hang on a second. Hey, wait. Do you though? Do you get good movies, Dieter? Like we've done this show. This is the what? How many shows?
37, I believe 37.
It is. It's the 37th episode. And have you, if memory serves, have you got one good movie in 37 weeks?
Rob, you said, dude, can I bring you on a show so I can justify my purchases when they see what you were buying? You're clever. And he asked, have I missed him getting Big Man Japan? Rogue Thinker, before the show, I googled a little bit. That title is only available in Japan on Blu-ray, and not with English subtitles. And probably the last DVD I bought was that cult movie with the Bill Shatner guy. What was the title?
Oh,
Leaf
really?
Enterprise
You're gonna go there? You're gonna go there?
Okay. That was probably the last.
And why don't you give us a one-line review? What'd you think of that movie, Dieter? Did you like it?
I was not a fan of it.
Okay.
Let's say that.
At least you're honest. I mean, one of the things I like about you, Dietz, you're an honest man. An honest man.
I told you, if you will get the master and do a 4K, you know what I want, or what I want you to sign. My edition of Free Enterprise. How do I want you to sign it?
I'm gonna write, Dieter, this movie doesn't suck as badly as you think it does. Robert Meyer Burnett. That's what I'm gonna.
Fuck off, you douchey douche.
Oh yes, right. I will add that too. Yes.
Right. And Rob, last week I couldn't believe it when we find out that people played us. They know it. I go through the live chat and put in messages where we got upset, and then we found out it was fake. So Michael Brown, I don't fall for that again with you saying Cronenberg is my least favorite director. So I don't fall for that again, okay? So, Victor Fontaine says, left my ass off, I still say Rob's favorable opinions of Jupiter Ascending and To Live and Die in LA comes from a chemical-induced response.
What? Okay, first of all, To Live and Die in L.A. is a it's a masterpiece. And not only is the movie great, but then William Friedkin's like, I'm going to get Wang Chung to score this movie. I mean, oh my good Christ, is that not the greatest thing ever? And let me talk to you about Jupiter Ascending. It's a Disney... Next time you watch Jupiter Ascending, and all of you should watch it, it's a Disney princess movie. Watch it, and think of it that way, because, it's Mila Kunis. Come on now, she's a Disney princess. Think about it that way.
Okay, we had a little bit of a topic last week, Rob, about why are titles coming out on Tuesday, and I have a Geek of One said. It's because DVD, Blu-ray, CD, and video game sales are tracked by SoundScan, a company that compiles sales data on these items. Publishers released new items on Tuesday, so the first week of sales data is 7 days. That means sales from that week can be compared to sales data from following weeks in an accurate way. That he said in the live chat. That was the reason for the stuff to be on coming out on Tuesday.
Okay, yeah.
Jamin D sent in a super chat and asked about the movies from Cliff Richard. And I think at the Let's Get Physical Media Facebook page, Emma put up that the movie, I think Summer Holiday, is available on Blu-ray in the UK, I believe.
Dieter, we have a super chat that I have to deal with right now. Okay? It's from. You know what she says? I can't believe this. I stream with her. I have the greatest respect for her. She says, "Don't let Emmanuel go, Dieter." I mean, come on. Come on. How do you really want that beautiful, gigantic box to languish unwatched in Dieter's house? Do you really not want me to have it? Why would you say that?
Perhaps I can wait if it drops in price to get it for a Schnäppchen. Let's see. But I don't know. But I don't know about that because of
my own
really,
compadre,
really
my own fellow streamer is selling me out to you, and doesn't want me to have that Emmanuel box set. I mean, perhaps she doesn't want me to commit a sin, which I understand.
I don't know how longer I can keep this facade up. I need to get a package. I need to get that package ready. It has to be big enough. I'm talking about a post package, people.
I know. Okay? Is always complaining it's not big enough.
Yeah. And the last one, Brian Herbert said, I actually didn't think The Mummy 2017 was all that bad. And Brian, I go with you there. It wasn't all that bad, but it was not.
Well, compared to half the stuff you buy, it wasn't that bad.
Unbelievable. But it wasn't financially successful enough, so the Dark Universe stopped right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob. That was from the live chat last week.
Well, Dieter,
we have news.
Dude, we have such news. Like the Cenobites.
Don't get your hopes up, Rob. You know about the transfer. Transfers can be tricky.
Like the Cenobites said, Dieter, we have such sights to show you. Oh, and by the way, I think the biggest news of the week, the news that really, got me aroused. There was a gigantic bit of news. One of my favorite films of all time, probably in my top 5. Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange was announced on 4K for this week. My God, there is the domestic release of A Clockwork Orange, and wow. Well, to be honest, Dieter, I've pre-ordered 3, and I'm going to show you pictures of them all. There's the Masters of Cult. This is, I don't even know. This is the Spanish edition of A Clockwork Orange that I also pre-ordered, which is amazing. And then, not to be outdone, a Zavvi and Amazon UK exclusive is this beautiful bad boy. Look at this. Oh my God. The 50th anniversary collector's set. I did order all 3 of them. People might want to go, like Elizabeth's looking at the screen going, why? What the hell? Like, come on. What? Yeah, well, it's one of my favorite films. Gotta have it. I mean, to get A Clockwork Orange, we already have The Shining. We have 2001. And we have Doctor Strangelove out on 4K. A Full Metal Jacket is out on 4K. And we need A Clockwork Orange. And The Shining, by the way, is out on 4K. Did I say The Shining? And yes. So this is, to be honest, the Stanley Kubrick's my favorite director. I really want Barry Lyndon. Criterion has a beautiful, beautiful 4K release, and I'm like, well, it's not in 4K. It was a 4K remaster. So, but very exciting. This is very exciting, and biggest news of the week. However, not the only news, Dieter. My God, check it out. The Guns of Navarone. What a great movie. As it says here on the box, the greatest high adventure ever filmed. Really exciting. Coming out in 4K. Are you a fan of this movie? Have you seen it? I think so. I can't wait.
How was the German title of it?
Yeah, what was the Guns of Navarone called in Germany? Like when we watch movies,
I don't think it has that title in German. Let
me ask you this: when we watch movies like Where Eagles Dare, which is one of my favorite World War II movies, is the German title "Nazis Suck and They're Gonna Lose"?
Probably something like that. We don't buy cats in the bags. Actually, Rob, it's correct translation. It's Die Kanonen von Navarone. So it's a 1-to-1 translation. Strangely.
Wow. So it's not like.
Let's see. Where Eagles Dare. What is the German title of Where Eagles Stare?
Yeah.
Agents, Rob, the German title is Agents Die Lonely.
Really?
Ist the German. Ja. Agenten sterben einsam. Agents Die Lonely is the German title of Where Eagles Dare.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I love it. And now, back to the news. Yep. Look at this. The Universal Classic Monsters Icons of Horror Collection. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, and the Wolfman are coming out in 4K. Now, they're not all of the classic monsters. They've released box sets of these. This is a staple of home video. They've come out on DVD. They've come out on Blu-ray. Now they're coming out in 4K. I understand, it's not like Abbott and Costello meet the Wolfman. It's not like that. We don't get that. But still, to get these, and indeed, classics in 4K is amazing. Amazing. Also announced this week, Dieter, Carlito's Way in 4K. I actually have an action figure of Carlito. I know. In 6 scale, amazing. Coming out in 4K. I love this movie. Brian De Palma. Maybe Brian De Palma's last great film. I don't know, but I'm a huge fan. Also in 4K, the Quentin Tarantino written From Dusk Till Dawn. Satanica Pandemonia or whatever. I mean, I don't think there has ever been a hotter woman. And look, the male gaze, guilty as charged. Yes, my male gaze looked at Salma Hayek in this movie, and let me tell you, I had a physiological response to her. I know she's undead, but my God, is she amazing. And I love this movie. This movie's a lot of fun. It's a hoot. A total hoot. No, or the titty twist. I don't know. Now we've also got Invasion of the Body Snatchers in 4K. From BFI, another movie that I love this movie. I think it holds up. It's one of the great genre films of the 50s. It's funny. This was one of the first movies that Criterion, they put out King Kong and Citizen Kane, but this was a very early Criterion Laserdisc release, and I'm there for it. So I'm very excited to get this in 4K. Something I didn't expect to see, which was announced, Fritz the Cat, the X-rated animated Fritz the Cat. Ralph Bakshi made this before he made Lord of the Rings. Fritz the Cat is great. And also, the 9 lives of Fritz the Cat announced for Blu-ray. He come a long way, baby. Yes, he did. And if you've seen this, I love showing this to my friends in junior high school because it was sexually explicit. And when you're 13, anything sexual makes you laugh. So this film, both of these movies, are hilarious. It's great that they're coming out. Now, Dieter, we've got Studio Canal, our friends at Studio Canal. You bought me, you got me the Lady Killers, and you got me Kind Hearts and Coronets because I couldn't apparently buy them from Amazon during the pandemic in the UK like I normally did. They announced a fifth title in their John Carpenter collection. Here it is, The Thing, their 4K UHD special edition. My God, I know I didn't impose myself upon you to buy this. I purchased this because it was sold out at Zavvi within seconds of putting it up. But I was able to go and I actually did get it from Zavvi. I was able to get in under the wire, and I ordered this. So look at that. Their fifth John Carpenter set, 4K, unbelievable. And it's a 4-disc set. They've been doing that. They released The Fog, Prince of Darkness, They Live, and Escape from New York previous. This is their fifth John Carpenter release. I had to have it. Did you pre-order this, Dieter?
Yes, Rob, but I have probably to correct it. I think this comes. It looks like it comes from Studio Canal, but I think it comes from Universal. Actually, it doesn't come from Studio Canal.
Well, that could be.
If it's got the same look like the limited editions we used to get from Studio Canal. But considering, I think on the Amazon listing it says Universal. Actually, comes from Universal.
Well, it's true. There are many different iterations of this special edition. I bought this in particular because it looks, if you want it to be one of those things, yeah, right. So you can be right. It might be
to my knowledge, it's still Universal. There's no rights for Studio Canal to do this title. But it's great that they put up something like this, which is totally in line with the other ones from John Carpenter.
Yep, and very exciting, very exciting. And the last bit of news, Dietz, yeah. Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal is coming out. BFI, not even like hello Criterion, like when I think about The Seventh Seal, Laserdisc, DVD, Blu-ray, I mean, Criterion owns Ingmar Bergman's movies, but apparently BFI is jumping the gun. Hello Criterion, back to you, because BFI is releasing Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal on 4K. But you know who isn't releasing it on 4K is Ingmar Bergman. Their fans at Criterion. You got beat, guys. You got beat. Like, what's up, Criterion? Why did you not? I don't know. I pre-ordered this shit. I'm getting it. I've probably bought this movie more than I've bought Star Wars. So, there you go.
Considering, have you put me back on again, Rob?
I put you in, Coach. You are on screen.
Emma, the lovely.
You cannot call Emma Bannon just Emma Bannon. You must say, the lovely Emma Bannon.
The lovely Emma Bannon, as much as it hurts, made a great joke on the Let's Get Physical Media page. She wanted to impose Bill and Ted behind the guy.
Which I have to say,
made me laugh, Emma. I have to acknowledge it. Made me laugh. It was a great joke.
The lovely Emma Bannon might be lovely, but can we talk about her jokes? Can we intervene? Can somebody stop her?
Was great. No. Okay. No, probably not.
Just saying. The internet would be a much better place. It would be much safer if it was protected from the lovely Emma Bannon's jokes.
Tim Hens asked in the chat if I got around to watch Threads. No, Tim. I didn't get around to see it. But what did I watch this week, Rob? I watched Voyagers. Unfortunately,
I have that. Is it not good?
Too. Unfortunately, only middling. Like they always said, this Lord of the Flies, but it was a little bit lackluster considering. So it's actually the reviews are mostly spot on. Actually, only middling. But what I watched, which I really liked, was Initiation, Rob.
Ooh.
A little bit of a slasher, but a little bit of a hybrid of it. And for me, considering my rating, it's a worthy purchase at retail price because it comes with a 30-minute making of, which is not simple EBK. It's more about the director, how he came up with the idea. So it's really, really good, and it's not that expensive, the title. And considering, we all know the slasher genre, the police work is mostly reduced to doing nothing in the slasher genre. But here, actually, there is police work, Rob. They're doing investigation about it. And the story is really, really good. So a tip from me, Rob. Initiation, a good movie. Good movie.
Wow, okay.
Worthy purchase at retail price. It's probably, I think, $15. And Rob, probably you pay nothing because it's from Lionsgate. So get Cliff on the telephone. He will get you the title.
Well, I got to get his wife to, it's Cliff's wife that hooks me up.
Yeah. So she should get you Rob Initiation. Okay. And before the show started, I watched the Korean movie The Clone, Key to Immortality, but the original title is Seabok, which is the name of this guy.
Now that's a pretty neat cover. Like, what's up? Is that a steel book?
That's the German media book. The German media book of it. And this guy here, where we have it, here, is immortal. Rob.
It's spot UV printed. Look at that. Wow, that's a beautiful. You Germans, you sure know how to print your packages.
He's immortal, and of course,
spoiler
everyone
alert,
wants to get a piece of that guy. But it's really a nice, combination of drama, sci-fi, action. So immortal in the sense he cannot die if you leave him alone, but he can die, of course, if you shoot at him. But luckily, he has some telekinetic powers. So the original title but is Seabok, C-S-S-E-A, B-O-K. That's the original title of the movie. Really good, liked it. So for me, worthy purchase at retail price. And the other stuff that I watched are combined with my stuff that I got this week, Rob. And I probably should go first because, Rob,
why don't you show us what you got, Dieter? Come on, Dietz. Lay it on us.
A really small haul this week, Rob.
The trash panda was not pandaing out? Come on, man.
Yeah, unfortunately this week. But there's not a lot of trash to be found this week. So a little bit of a change. But I haven't watched this one, Hydra. But since it says superb martial arts action, it should be good, Rob. It should be good. I hope so. Okay. Hydra from
wait. Let me ask you a question. When you're looking at what's coming out for the week, why did you stop and click on that one and say, bring it home, buddy? What was it about that movie that made you buy it?
It's a superb martial arts action, So, shouldn't I believe the quotes on covers?
Far be it for me to say you shouldn't. I believe everything. I still believe Bat Boy in the Weekly World News was real.
Okay. I hope it's good, Rob. Cat in the bag. But only one cat in the bag, Rob. The other one you showed last week, I got mine too, Rob. The Dead Zone.
Yes.
Short. And if you don't
have the reversible cover, look at that.
Reversible cover. You didn't show it last week because you had yours still sealed.
Yep.
But I haven't got around to watch it. But the reviews are great considering the transfer. And Rob, I don't know if you have seen it. There is a replacement program for the Brotherhood of Wolves. Shout is doing a replacement program for the Brotherhood of Wolves.
Okay.
Considering the subtitles. The subtitles are not the transfer, but the subtitles are getting a new overhaul.
How about people doing things correctly the first time?
Yeah.
You know what? By the way, if I haven't mentioned it before, Dieter, did you know that I produced and edited a film called Tango Shalom? Did you know that?
Yeah, it's coming out in theaters, but not here,
yes, it is.
not
And you know what I have to do? I have to make sure that everything about the movie is correct. It has to go through QC. I see everything. Why is it that I think this year alone, between Columbia, between Arrow, now Shout, Scream, why can't people get it right the first time? What's going on? I don't know. This is a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer it. I'm just saying.
I don't know, but I'm with you, Rob, because for me, that's extra cost that could have been avoided.
You know what? That extra money could have been paid to Paramount, and they could have hired a colorist who understood what the fuck Star Trek the Motion Picture looked like. But apparently, no.
So no chance the disc will look differently? No chance?
Oh, I'm sure it will. You know why? Because the people doing the director's edition actually watched the movie before they color timed it. Oh, and it's kind of like the people that make Star Trek now. For the last 12 years, I ask myself, have you actually watched a classic episode of Star Trek? You know what the answer to that is, Dieter? The answer to that is no.
Or the other Star Trek titles?
Now, I've heard that Star Trek's 2, 3, and 4... Well, obviously, I loved the Star Trek 2 transfer. And it has not come out... or did it? Is it? It's on 4K in the box set?
No, Rob, not on 4K. Yes, in the box set, yes.
Yeah, in the which I have.
But not today.
Star Trek 3 and 4 also were dropped, apparently, on iTunes. So I'm going to watch them. By the way, can I just say... I know people are going to be like, what? Star Trek 4 has lame ILM effects. The mats are moving around. We got the B team. In 1986, Leonard Nimoy did not get the A team. The best thing about Star Trek 3 are the visual effects. Unbelievable work from ILM. Star Trek 4, not so much. But I haven't looked at the transfers. I'll tell you one thing. I'm sure whoever did the color timing looked at Vulcan, like that beautiful ILM shot when the HMS Bounty flies away, you know, the Klingon bird of prey, and they're like, any shot on Vulcan needs to look like this. Let's go recolor time the motion picture. No, man. You know, when you go outside, Dieter, days look different every day. It doesn't matter if the sun's out. It always looks different. Why do you have to make Vulcan look exactly the same? You don't. And you cranked up the red, and you cranked up the blue. You cranked up a lot. Pardon me. Never mind. No. It's fine.
God damn it. Okay.
God damn it.
Next one, Rob. You showed last week. I got it this week. A Quiet Place.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Yeah.
I went to my beautiful face. Start this again. What'd you get? What is that?
Okay. A Quiet Place Part 2, like you did last week. Liked it on the same level for me as the first one, with some, let's say, stuff that really didn't make a little bit of sense, but a good sequel. Not on the same level like the first one.
Wait, dude. Mikey Lito, who has become a cherished member of the Post-Geek Singularity. Mikey Lito writes in, can this be true? Mikey Lito says, Tom Jr. Jackson says somebody should let you know that Kino Lorber is releasing To Live and Die in L.A. on 4K. Have you heard this? Like, oh my fucking good God.
This is the first time I heard about it.
I mean, how does Tom Jr. Jackson, the man who coined the phrase "we are all goof people," how did I not know this, Mikey Lito? Oh, well, you know, this is incredible. My God, are they really? Is Kino Lorber really, after Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal, are they really putting out To Live and Die?
Catalog, Rob.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I mean, Mikey Lito. First of all, thank you for telling me. And Tom Jr. Jackson, why are you holding out? Why are you not telling me? So that's the real question. Back
After
to
the
you.
Star Trek debacle, finally good news.
Yeah. Thank you, Mikey Lito.
This one, this is probably one of my favorite movies of this year. Watched it Monday. Totally loved it. So this will get the highest rating for me. Money doesn't count tonight. Buy it at $50. I don't care. Nobody. It was awesome. It was awesome. Got my nobody. And I hope Bob get back on your
Bob Odenkirk had a heart attack. He's doing well. He's on the mend.
Because Bob, I want a sequel. I want a sequel to Nobody, you know. And Rob, if you would put John Wick and Nobody side by side, and I had to pick and choose what to watch at the moment, I probably would pick Nobody. Just because of Bob. Because when you look now at John Wick, especially with the third one, he's almost gotten to that level of kind of, superhero.
Right. Yeah. But would you say there's no verisimilitude, Dieter?
It's gotten a little bit lackluster in the third one.
I thought so too.
Considering the casting of Bob Odenkirk in something like this, great. Really, for me, one of the best movies of the year. Nobody. And then, Rob, the next movie is with our favorite movie critic, with Steven Dorff. I bought something with Steven Dorff, my favorite movie critic. The old one, Rob, you probably know it, Space Truckers.
Directed by the great, a friend of mine, Stuart Gordon. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Is that, dude, you got to get me one. Is that a German media book?
Yeah, correct, bro. German media.
Come on, man. You got to hook me up with that. Come on. You got to get me that. I need that so I can show it to Barbara Crampton on social media. And Barbara Crampton will be like, Rob, you're awesome. I need that. Why don't I have that? Why didn't you get that for me? What's up? Come on, man.
I will get on it immediately after the show. God damn it, Rob. You're such a demanding guy. Space Truckers, okay? So, but it is... I think it's out in the States too. So this is, I hope.
It is, but that German media book is really cool.
Great. So and
come on, Dieter, get on that. Order that for me right now? Come on, get on the computer. Make it happen.
The final piece is not a movie. Rob, what I like the most is when you're browsing through the internet. And then you stumble across something you didn't know was coming out. You had no idea. This has been already released. I had to buy it. It's music from one of my favorite bands. This is the 30th anniversary of that album. And it came out, Rob, as a super audio CD, SACD. And it's Mr. Big with Lean Into It. And it has a 5.1 soundtrack, Rob, which... It's totally a great mix of the album. So one of my favorite albums came out.
Are you projecting? Like Mr. Big? Is it something you always wanted to be your whole life, and you just are making up for lost time, or just asking?
Could be. I never.
Emma Bannon wants to know. The lovely Emma Bannon wants to know. She's already memeing the shit out of your.
Considering Rob, the album. It's called Lean Into It.
Okay. You know what? Wow. You know what? I stand corrected.
But Rob, I was a happy camper to get this yesterday. One of my favorite albums.
You know what? I can only imagine what the lovely Emma Bannon's going to do with this. My God. And Emma and Dean Nikitich, they're going to make like banners and take them around London.
God damn it. And I had no idea this was coming out. Just stumbled across from browsing. I thought, what is this? 30th anniversary edition? And I first stumbled across a CD version of it. Oh, it looks nice. Remastered. And wait, an SACD is out? And then mostly you don't get a 5.1 mix, but this comes with a 5.1 mix. And it has a really, really nice thick.
Wow, look at that.
It's not a little bit.
That's what she said. It's really nice and thick.
And a booklet that is... Oh, I got it out really quickly. Strangely enough.
You're always getting it out really quickly.
God damn it.
I'm just
I will make it in German. If you make everything I said into a sexual joke.
I don't do that. Would I? Would I do that, Dieter, to you? No.
Yeah, you do. You're still in Midnight Metal mode, Rob. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God. So, am I? No, if I was in Midnight Metal mode, I'd be asleep. I'd be asleep, live on the internet.
So this was my last physical media for this week, Rob. Mr. Big, Lean Into It. One of my favorite albums. Never thought that this was going to happen. Just stumbled across it from browsing.
Amazing. I mean, that's. Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How is it that you and I who are very we are cognizant. We look out for physical media. How did that escape your grasp? Like, you didn't know, you didn't pre-order it. Like I've already pre-ordered the special edition of Duran Duran's new album that comes out in October.
Considering SACD, almost the music that I listen to, you don't get that much. It's almost classical stuff and something like this. So I don't have a specific website that I browse considering what is coming out on SACD.
Right.
And considering such titles, I don't expect those titles to come out at all on this format. So I actually have considering what comes out on music, I'm a little bit behind what was coming out, and this was just, I stumbled across it. It was released in July, and I thought, unbelievable, that just stumbled it. Thanks to probably the cookie settings.
Well, there you go. I mean,
yeah. So
I right there with you. So is that it? Are you done for the week?
Unfortunately, yes, Rob. Only 6 titles.
I mean, I have to say, the Trash Panda, the Trash Kaiser.
That's disappointed. I know.
No, I think that it was a relatively upscale week for you. You're not wallowing in the muck.
No. And of course, this is money doesn't count tonight rating. Okay.
Wow.
So I would have gotten it for any price. Rob.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. $100, 100 Deutschmarks. You would have paid. You would have paid the money.
Correct. I would have paid.
Yeah, I know.
So, Rob,
well,
you take the stage.
I will take the stage.
Me this week.
200-watt Studio sends in a super chat, and 200-watt Studio says, "How fitting that as I'm watching this stream live, that I get a knock at my door from FedEx delivering my Aero 4K box set of what? Hang on. The same thing, 200-watt Studio, happened to me."
Look at that.
Look at this. Finally. Now, this is the special edition. Wait, hang on. Let me go full frame on this because...
Go full frame.
Dude, this... Look. No. You should look at that. Come on now. This is the Aero. And what's awesome... First of all, can I just talk about... I love the actual material they use. Look at this. You're so cool. Not Brewster from Fright Night, but You're So Cool from Patricia Arquette. And it is, by the way, the Steelbook. The Steelbook. Look at that. Oh, my God. And look at Clarence on the outside. And this was a Zavvi exclusive. It comes with a book, right? And it also comes with the poster. Even though, I feel like maybe I should start getting these actually framed. And this, look at this, dude. So you got the poster of this new artwork, and it also has the original one sheet on the other side. So which is different than the standard edition of this. So, like 200-watt Studio, right before I went on this show, FedEx delivered this to me. So thank you, Zavvi, for giving this to me. You know what else I got? As you know, there is Hong Kong Rescue. And I gotta say, like Hong Kong Rescue, if you order stuff from them, they might take 6 months or even a year to get you their discs. But let me just say, they are the shit. Meaning awesome. I got Hong Kong Rescue's John Woo's The Killer. Now, apparently, our man, Jacob, I think it's Jacob, the man who is Hong Kong Rescue, put out this on Blu-ray. My God, dude. I've owned this movie on VHS. I've owned it on DVD. I've owned it on Laserdisc, which I should have got out because it was going to be my special edition, but I forgot. I love this movie. I mean, This guy, I mean, this guy does the shit. I mean, unbelievable. This transfer is amazing. Shout out to you. Yes, I did order this in May, and it is August. It's fine. I don't care how long it takes to get. Like, look, if I was older, I'd worry. Maybe I would be dead before I would get this disc, but I got it. I'm still alive, and I can appreciate the work that you do. Apparently, he is going to do Bullet in the Head next. John Woo's Bullet in the Head, his Vietnam movie, and it's actually licensed because that's the kind of work he is doing. I cannot recommend this highly enough. Just know when you go to Hong Kong Rescue, if you order this, maybe you'll get it by Christmas. But if you do, fucking worth it, bro. Fucking worth it. Now, I have to tell you, Dieter, something happened to me. Like, Elizabeth, you know, it's not just giant action figures that I get and I have to move them off the front porch. Sometimes I'll get a disc and I'll be like, yeah, baby, I ordered this, you know, a year ago. I got a disc this week, and I'm like, did I order this? Like, I opened it up. It came from the UK, which is, of course, Being Frank, a movie that stars Michael Fassbender. Yeah. Yes. And so I got this, and what's really interesting is I'm like I'd convinced myself that I must have ordered this because it came from the UK. It's on Blu-ray. I'm like, did I though? Like, did I really order it? Like, I don't know. You know, did I? And so I was walking for a couple of days. I'm like, where did this disc come from? Did Dieter send it to me? Maybe? No. Do you know where this disc came from? You don't. You're like, Rob, why are you just tell me who fucking sent you the disc. Bunyan Snipe sent me the disc. Thank you, sir. One of our moderators, you know him, you love him, he has great facial hair. Bunyan Snipe sent me Being Frank. And so I want to thank you for that. It's a movie, by the way, that, to be honest, I might have said I saw it. I lied. I haven't seen it. I know it. I haven't seen the movie, so I'm very excited to have it. I want to thank Bunyan Snipe for taking the time out of his day to send it to me. Thank you so much. It was amazing. But I have to say, Bunyan, I walked around the house going, was I that drunk? Like, I can get drunk, but I'm like, did I like why this movie and not something else? I mean, I didn't know. And apparently he finally cleared that up. He's like, no, mate, I sent it to you. So thank you to Bunyan Snipe. Now, to add to that, another package showed up. And, oh, wait, hang on. I looked at it, and I'm like, it was this. This showed up. Benny loves you. Benny loves you shows up.
Great.
Wow. I mean,
Awesome.
and you know what? When I see this, when I see the German red 18 label, this makes me arouse. I'm telling you. I look at this, I'm like,
Rob, I hope you like it. I had a blast with Benny Loves You.
Benny loves. So, Dieter, tell us about Benny Loves You.
Well, Benny is a little stuffed animal who likes his owner, but he doesn't like anyone else who's around his owner. That's a little bit of a heads up. Rob, I had 2 great laugh out loud moments in the first 5 minutes. I give it away, Rob. If a mom Googles, is it legal to smack my child? And the answer comes, oh, so yes, it's okay. Sometimes I take out the belt, you know?
Well,
that is the kind of movie you have in your hands, Rob.
Okay,
you know?
I just, okay, now I'm going to bring this up. I mean, in the corner here, for those of you who might not be
That's the label, Rob.
Okay,
yeah.
Pierre LeFou.
That's the label.
Okay, it says number 24.
Correct, Rob.
This is the Black Widow of this label. Why don't I have the other 23, Dieter?
Come on, Rob. You have so much money. Come on,
dude. You know what? Not my problem. Not my circus. Not my monkeys. Why do I have number 24 and not the other 23?
Because there's a lot of trash in these 24 numbers. And considering that movie, perhaps a lot of people would consider that too, but the movie knows how silly it is, Rob. I had a blast with Benny Loves You, and I hope you will have it
Am
too.
I going to have as much fun as I had with, say, other recent films? You know,
with
like
the Suicide Squad on that level. But
okay.
it's a little bit of on another budget, you know. But I was totally thrilled. And
okay, well,
remember what I said about Benny Loves You? Ta-da! Remember that one.
I will.
That's all I'm saying.
Do you know what else I remembered? That
Yeah.
you sent me a box of goodness from Europe. And let me just say, when I get boxes of goodness from Germany, from you, from Saarbrücken, Deutschland, I want your mother. I want your mother. Well, I want your mother to know that how it's amazing that you make an American Jew so happy. Just tell her that. I mean, she'll be like, "Really?"
I will tell her.
Tell her. And
unfortunately, not with the Emmanuel set. The package was not big enough.
When Dieter Bastian sends me a box, the dogs get excited. Why? Because you send me dog treats.
I hope.
And I got a lot of dog treats.
Chat. She will be pissed again. I forgot to send something for Skippy Jones again.
Well, it's all right. I mean, you know, she's a prima donna anyway. But thank you for this, and also.
I know you're on a diet, Robert.
You can see that this is.
I thought you were on a diet.
Hey, come on, man. I mean, I am. I've lost a lot of weight. Do you notice? I've lost a lot of weight, and Elizabeth's like, God damn it. She's all about toxins and purging ourselves, but so
you get toxins from me. No.
Yeah, but you know what else I get from you? I get great physical media,
and a nice T-shirt.
I didn't wear it. It's right here. Like, first of all, okay, since you brought it up, can we talk about this? Like, in the box you sent me.
Everybody, burn, baby, burn, disco inferno. Burn,
look what you sent me. Look at this.
This was the one I was wearing, Rob. I told you.
You sent me a Star Trek Discovery. First of all, this shirt represents everything I hate about modern Star Trek. They're like, we're going to be like completely funny, and we're going to have characters wearing these. This is a canonical in-universe T-shirt that says disco. The officers of the Federation Starship Discovery wear this shit. And by the way, and if you didn't know, like, there's the Delta Shield, the chevron. You just do this to troll me, like, and the thing is, I get the dog treats, I get the gummy bears, and your boxes are layered. You have layered goodness. It's kind of like a Snickers bar. You got caramel, you got peanuts, and then you get down into the nitty gritty. You send me a box, and I get very excited, and then of course, I come across
this whole egg
bullshit.
Is in it.
What the hell, man? Like, seriously, really?
We all want to see that shirt burn in your backyard, Rob. Like,
well, I will, but
Last Jedi Blu-ray.
but despite that, there's always goodness in the depths of the boxes you send me.
To save
the day. My God, look at this. The Tom Savini.
It did survive.
The Tom Savini directed Night of the Living Dead from 1990.
Remake.
Now, the remake, which I mean, George Romero, I shouldn't like this movie, but it's pretty good. Now, first of all, it's spot UV printed. I don't know if you can hang on. Look, spot UV printed here and here. But it's made to look like a VHS.
VHS.
Now, you sent me Eden Lake earlier, but I need to show people because this is so amazing. Hang on, I'm going to put it below me. So here is the actual disc, right? You fucking Germans. Look at this. It looks, I mean, if it was a Cronenberg movie, it would breathe. I mean, this is so awesome. And so you look at this. How great is this? But that's not even the best part. I save this.
You have to open on the side, Rob. The VHS.
Look at this. No.
Oh,
it comes with stickers. It comes with a sticker sheet like the actual VHS tapes used to do. Look at this. Printed sticker sheets. Oh my God. You actually I will, by the way, I will peel these off, but look at this. Do you use this one or this one? Like, what do you?
I haven't decided yet, Rob.
Oh.
Where do I put the stickers?
Oh my God, dude. I mean, if I didn't feel truly joyful, and by the way, just so people know, there's a metal clasp right here, right? And you open it up, there's the discs. And at first I'm like, wait, where's the Blu-ray? And you're like, oh, there's multiple discs in this. You've got the DVD and the Blu-ray. By the way, I'm Facebook friends with her. She's in Babylon 5 too, and she was in George Romero's Night Riders. So there you go. I mean,
Patricia Tallman.
Patricia Tallman. Yes. Oh, I didn't say her name. Yes, I'm Facebook friends with her. And look at this, an awesome book that is in here. Like, come on, dude, this shit is dope as fuck. So thank you, Dieter, for acquiring this for me. I didn't even know something like this existed. I haven't put the, I will. I mean,
Be kind, rewind, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for that. Hang on, let me put this in here. And I don't want to lose the stickers. I mean, why is it?
How great is the logo on the side? Who looks like a Columbia logo, but it says nameless.
Dude, it's so great, so great. Look at that. I mean, my God. Now I have to point out, you did send me the 1986 Trick or Treat for Dave Parker. There it is. Yep. Yes, Dave. If you ever sign Dieter's Hills Run Red.
Yeah. Poser metal movie. God damn it.
Now, Scream Factory sent me something that I was waiting for a long time. And I've shown this. People are like, oh, I know what he's going to show. Sybil Danning, Saint Exmund of the Valkyrie from Jimmy Murakami's 1980, 41 years old, Battle Beyond the Stars. Scream Factory, in association with NECA, made this action figure, which I ordered this like a year ago whenever they put it up. My God, I never thought I would have. It's been 41 years, Dieter. I never would have thought that anybody would have made a Battle Beyond the Stars action figure. Shout Factory, Scream Factory did. Look, you can see it. Yep, with NECA. There you go. My God, I finally got it. I will never open this, by the way, because if you open this and have it displayed somewhere, people are like, what the fuck is this? You have to have it in the box because no one remembers the greatness that is
in the live chat. Bill 4393. Yes, Bill Tallman was in Babylon 5. Rob said it. Patricia Tallman was in Babylon 5.
Yeah, that's she great. Was. Yeah. She's part of the Psy Corps, man. She worked for Bester.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've shown this already. I'm not going to show everything you sent me, but I need to just geek out about this.
Okay, you do.
The 4K American Psycho. I know you've shown it. I know you went through it, but come on, this has to be one of the greatest special editions ever made, isn't it?
Especially with the Huey Lewis and the New CD, which is the original.
Way to bury the lead, son. I was going to get to that, but you had to steal my thunder and just go right to the punchline.
But what's strange to me that it is the original pressing of the compact disc. I don't know where they have found that. That has to be some kind of bargain bin where they found this.
Dude, I don't know. So here it's a 5-disc set. Now, Dieter buried the lead, but here's the discs and the movies in 4K, right?
Yeah.
And as you showed already, I mean, my God, it comes with. If you know this movie, the business card is like the greatest thing ever. The fact that it has the business card in there. It also has Patrick Bateman's artistic work, which is great, and it comes with a blueprint of Patrick Bateman's apartment.
Always good to know.
Always good to know, and a book.
Well, good. Booklet.
But like you pointed out, I think the most insane shit. Which here's the thing. In America, they hire colorists that apparently never saw Star Trek: The Motion Picture, so they're like, Vulcan's red, right? Let's change the color. The people in Germany, they've actually seen the movies they've worked on, and I'm sure if the person that produced this disc decided, like, hey, you know what? I want to make a new Star Trek show. It would be amazing. Like, it would be like, oh my God, it wouldn't be like the swill that we get in America since 2009. Do you know why? Because somebody said, let's put a random CD. If you know American Psycho, not only does Huey Lewis and the News' 4 come in, it's sealed. Like, it's sealed. They didn't just go.
It's the original pressing.
It's the original. CD. And you know these guys probably called the. This movie, this CD wasn't a huge hit, but so.
Come on, Rob. It's hip to be square.
And what does this say? Let me read this. Dieter. It says, "It was schrecklich, get in mir vor und ich wein neik warm." How's my accent?
It was terrible. Wait. Something terrible develops inside me, and I don't know why.
I say that every morning. I do.
So, Rob, the same company, this is from Koch Media, will put out a tune set. I hope it will be as good as this one.
Well, if Koch Media is putting out Dune, I can't imagine it's anything less than stellar. It's got to be amazing, right? Because any company that's called Koch Media has to be great, right?
Koch.
Sure.
Not Koch.
Okay, well, whatever. Say what you want.
The chef in a kitchen.
Okay, now I have to say I've got a few other things that I want to I need to look into this. So hold on. Finally, so I showed it last week that I got this.
Yeah, but
Ron.
You can get one away now.
Okay, but you sent me this, which is different. And let me tell you, like, this just has an O-ring, you know?
Okay.
This is a beautiful slipcase.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Uh-huh. So I've actually mixed and matched. I put in...
Oh.
Look at that. But, my God, am I happy to have Akira Kurosawa's masterwork, his adaptation of King Lear as a samurai movie. Thank you for sending me this because, by God... Let me ask you this. When you look in your collection, which you can't because it's like stacked on the floor and you know where nothing is, but if you knew where it was, look at this. Which one would you rather have? This one.
Well, okay.
This one.
I have this one too, Rob. But
well, I'm going to say that
I pre-ordered a German one for us too because it was not available in the UK at that moment.
Nope. And by the way, I know that Lionsgate's putting it out next month. I get it. But this shit is dope as fuck. So thank you for that, Dieter. I appreciate it. And I have to say, finally, like, I lost out on the Arrow box set of the Gamera movies. But they had a sale. Arrow had a sale. And look what I got.
Oh.
The Gamera box sets. I mean, the Showa era, the modern era. I mean, Arrow, God love them. I did get these on sale. I didn't get their beautiful box set. And at the same time, I mean, I did buy the Dario Argento 4Ks that haven't shown up yet, but I also did get King of New York in 4K, because I had to, because I love this movie. Abel Ferrara, Christopher Walken. So there you go. I won't show everything you gave me. I just showed the things that I thought were pertinent. But that was my week, Dieter. That was my week. Thank you so much for sending me.
You're welcome.
A box
It
full.
will not stop. There's still stuff to send out.
Yeah, like, hello, Emmanuel. I need my spank bank filled up. What's up?
And your Scott Adkins movie, Avengement, the nice 4K.
Yeah.
Okay. Rob, super chats or letter?
Well, there are super chats we have not got to.
Okay.
So let's get to them. Just sent us a diamond super chat, and then she also said, "Don't let Emmanuel go." And she doesn't even know. She's not watching this now. She's watching with her family. And Mikey Lito is trolling me. I read that. And 200 Watt Studio says how fitting he was watching. Says, my family and I are going to watch a preview of Aretha right now. So she doesn't even know I read this. But I just did. So thank you. Stubble McShave, all the way from Sweden, says, Ingmar Bergman is a master of manipulating faces for great effect. He could tell a story of 1,000 words by lighting a face in the right way and really focus on it. The most clear example of that is in Persona, which, by the way, I own on Blu-ray from Criterion. Stubble, you are not wrong. 200 Watt Studio says, Rob, yes, Midnight Metal, the melatonin of YouTube. Yeah, not one of my finest hours, by the way. Just, Stubble also goes on to say, he sends in a tip, he says, I looked at the daily box office for Saturday. Okay. Black Widow was in third place after Jungle Cruise and Old. Jungle Cruise made 4 times as much, 6.6 million compared to 1.6 million. I think it's due to piracy. Families with kids don't get pirated copies in this extent. Well, Stubble, you're probably right. I mean, I can't imagine those Chinese audiences that love to steal our intellectual property. They're not going like, oh my God, we need Jungle Cruise. Black Widow did not open in China, one of the biggest markets for Marvel movies. Yeah. And it of course they're going to pirate it. And why wouldn't you? And fuck you, China. Fuck you. Let Black Widow free, but you're not. It's too late. Zephyr Chan, the what?
The Funkalicious.
The Funkalicious. Zephyr Chan, the Funkalicious. And by the way, she is, if you watch her stream, she gets contemplative. She'll look at the camera and then she'll look up and go, and she'll think. You know why she's thinking? Because she knows she's Funkalicious. The Funkalicious Zephyr Chan says, I enjoyed The Lover, starring Jane March and Lung Kai-Fai. I mean, you mean like another Tony Lung, right? Lung Kai-Fai, please add that to Whining About Movies. I'll bet you enjoyed The Lover. You know why? The Lover is also, like Zephyr Chan herself, Funkalicious, because there's a lot of John Lone, who was in the Mickey Rourke film Year of the Dragon. John Lone, who played the villain in that, he's one handsome dude. And Jane March and John Lone, or as Lone Kai-Fai says, there's a lot of good fucking in that movie. And I'm with you, Zephyr Chan. The Funkalicious. We can't say just Zephyr Chan anymore. We must say the Funkalicious Zephyr Chan. By the way, we need to have her looking up like she's looking into your destiny. Okay. And we have to have her name in Mandarin or Cantonese. She's got to send me. I need her to paint her name, and we'll make a T-shirt of her looking up the Funkalicious Zephyr Chan. So thank you, by the way. And Danzig, 1979, sends in a super chat and says, no question, I just wanted to express my thanks and gratitude for the show you bring us. Clearly, Danzig 1979 is talking about you, Dieter, not me. Talking about you.
Come on.
What do you think? Do you think...
It's a combined effort.
Do you think Danzig is overpraising you and not me? I mean, should he have said Rob, which he didn't, and I appreciate Danzig writing in, I really think that you're his favorite German the same way that you're my favorite German. So really, Danzig 1979 is telling you how great you are. Isn't that right?
I'll take it. Rob. I'll take it. Every compliment, send it my way, No problem. But let's face it. You started the whole shebang.
No. This is not true. If you didn't send me Rollerball, I would have been that douche German. I got nothing more to say to that guy.
Under the hood, Rob, it was COVID who started it all.
No, because whether COVID or not, I still would want my 5-disc Rollerball set.
Yeah, but you could have gotten it if it weren't for COVID. You couldn't have got it yourself. You had pre-ordered it, and then was no shipping anywhere else at the moment.
Okay, well, you know what? You're keeping me honest. That's true.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is I needed a global pandemic to become your friend.
Exactly, because when the email dropped, I was thinking, oh boy, now you're getting your take on your review of Free Enterprise, but it was, help me out, dude. I need that rollerball set. They got my order cancelled.
I know. And what did you do, Dieter?
I bought it for you.
You stepped in. You helped me out. Yeah. You helped a stranger. Admittedly, in a country like America, where I'm a white, privileged, cis, middle-aged male. I already have privilege, but I needed German ingenuity to get me Rollerball in 4K.
Not really a stranger to me because I watched you on Collider and stuff like that.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I just had to reach out. And by the way, in the year and a half we've known each other, all you do, like with the viewers right now, you bring me joy. Like, I get boxes from Germany, and you always hey, it was delivered today. How's the box? And at first, during the pandemic, the boxes were...
That some boxes didn't survive.
Oh, man, the boxes, some of them during the pandemic, it was like, what? Did this go through World War II? Is this an authentic German box? I mean, my God.
Did you have your garden mined with mines?
Wow, yeah. Like the whoever, the FedEx guys, it was amazing. But today, or this week's box, I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, this came in pristine mint condition.
Great.
By the way, spot UV printed. Look at that. I love that. This is spot UV. It's so good.
Great.
So thank you, Dieter. This is my long way just to say thanks. Thank you for being you.
You're welcome.
And so keep working hard because I need you to buy me more shit.
I will.
By the way, tell Patrick. Patrick's watching this. Is Patrick really your boss?
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's just a worker colleague.
By the way,
but considering PT production, he is.
Well, let's talk about Patrick's YouTube channel. Let's give him a shout out. Patrick, your boss, even though you say he's not. Patrick does have a great YouTube channel, and I noticed you starred. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. It could have been someone else that kind of looked like you wearing a disguise. But you starred in his last YouTube review video, did you not?
Yeah, as Commissioner Gordon. I played Commissioner Gordon.
Okay, well, I wanted you to say it. So where can people see your comedy style, your acting chops? Where can they see? If somebody went to YouTube, and I think a lot of people might be on YouTube right now, where can they see your acting prowess on display in Patrick's latest Hot Toys review video?
Well, you have to go to his channel. I will leave a link in the comments.
Well, why don't you say it? I know you have to. Come on.
It's tough, It's Patrick's Wohnzimmer, Patrick's, like you hear it, Patricks, and then Wohnzimmer is Wohnzimmer, like Hans Zimmer at the end. So it's Patrick's Wohnzimmer, and Wohnzimmer is the German expression for living room.
Yeah, so it's Patrick's living room. How did he, like, I understand Mia drives a hard bargain, but how did he get you to come back and act for him in his latest production?
Well, he asked, he needed someone. He wrote a sketch, but I did change a little bit in the script, and he doesn't like that, if I finger in his words, change stuff around, It is not my kind of job. I only have to be on time, deliver the lines, and then off you go,
Makes sense to me.
But luckily, I was in the final product, Rob, because sometimes he engages, his brother, and he gets dropped on the cutting room floor, because he was not satisfied with the performance of his brother.
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah.
So okay.
That footage got on the cutting room floor.
Dr. Essex writes in and says, "This morning's broadcast felt so deep space transmission at the end that you've endeared me to the channel, though your authenticity to the genre." Huh. Well, let me tell you, tonight, if you were watching Midnight Metal, I was very authentic. Just so you know.
No faking there.
Don't mix sake and whiskey. What can I say? I apologize for my transgressions. But Dr. Essex, by the way, what a cool name. Thank you for supporting the channel. And all you get here, sir, is authenticity. Dieter, have we ever been not authentic?
No, I think we are.
I mean,
Rob.
If I were you, I might be embarrassed to be drunk and passing out live on a live stream on my own channel, but not as embarrassed as half of the movies that you show us that you bought.
No, that's not. But you told me, douche, you better be somewhat of entertaining, or it's the last time you work in Hollywood,
Well, I have to say, I mean,
Hollywood will eat you alive. You told me Hollywood will eat you alive, my friend.
I did, but I have to say, Dieter, every time we do these shows, you get better and better. I feel I'm watching a modern day Marlon Brando. I mean, you,
dude. I'm getting there, Rob.
No. Come on now. No. It's character, man. Every time we do a show, you just get better and better. I mean, people love you, man. They're like, Rob, could you not do Let's Get Physical Media and just make it the Dieter show all the time? And at this point, I should just produce you, because by God, you're fantastic, and I mean that. You are.
Okay. Thank you, Rob. Let's get back to a little bit to the program. A letter, Rob. What about a letter?
Is there a letter? Let me ask you, who wrote it?
Well, Rob, what do you think?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us?
It's Video Hunter D sent in a letter.
Oh, Video Hunter. By the way, this is a great letter. Yeah. You know what? The floor is yours. Video Hunter D.
Okay.
Yes, please.
He sent in a letter and he says, Rob and Dieter, indulge me in a hypothetical. Damn.
I know, you're English.
Heavy words. The year is 2026. So it seems we're both still alive, Rob, in 2026.
Thank God.
Both of you have decided to end things. Don't ask me why. Perhaps Dieter was attacked by thugs who broke his Hunger Games Blu-rays right in front of his eyes. Unbelievable. Maybe Alex Kurtzman's 5-year Star Trek contract has been renewed, and he has gained the rights to adapt Legend of the Galactic Hero.
What? How dare you?
Whatever the reason, the two of you dive off a cliff hand in hand, Selma and Louise style. In the afterlife, you must decide whether you will spend eternity watching NTSC video laserdiscs or watching Blu-rays on a 4K TV with motion smoothing permanently, goddammit, activated. Whichever you decide, you must agree on the choice, as you will be together in this physical media realm forever. What will you choose, and how long before the two of you give in to your primal urges? Well, Video Hunter D, I think both Rob and I will be on the same page. We will not watch NTSC video laserdisc. We will take the cruelty of watching Blu-rays on a 4K TV with motion smoothing permanently activated. It will be tough, but we will probably getting used to it after 100 movies. Rob, your take on it? NTSC?
Speak for yourself, German guy. Fuck motion smoothing. I will not debase myself. I don't like NTSC video, but you know what? If you watch a progressive scan DVD, you can see the grain in the film, even though it's... I let the douchey douche German take your motion smoothing, and you will live, and you'll watch 4K all you want. I will not ever watch motion smoothing. You know, when the first time I saw progressive scan, it was in the DVD format. And you know what? Dieter and I will be on that desert island. But I'm not going to go visit his hut that he builds. We're going to live in separate huts, and I'll help him build his hut. And you know, we'll make solar powered energy.
We make a little campfire with the disco shirt, you know.
Oh,
who started?
Oh man, come on, dude. Really? I mean, I understand.
I can't believe, Rob. Really, NTSC Laserdisc? Come on. Instead of watching a Blu-ray.
Hang on, I didn't say Laserdisc.
Yeah, I know. You get your Star Trek the motion picture with the ideal color timing.
Yes,
not
that's
the one
correct. So okay,
I was wrong, Video Hunter.
It's a tough choice. I mean, I'm just being contrarian. I probably would be with Dieter watching our 4K discs on our desert island. Because NTSC video sucked. It's you know, even though there's motion smoothing, I mean, we would ultimately get used to it. It's still in 4K.
That is the problem. You are getting used to something, you know, when you sometimes go to a friend's house and you see how the picture is, which picture they are watching, but they are used to watching movies that kind of way, you know?
I know.
With all motion smoothing on. What can you do?
By the way, some old guy in Hawaii sends a super chat and says, "This is prime quality entertainment." Now, I would ask, does some old guy in Hollywood know Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man, who's a foundational member of this community? I would ask. I mean, people think like Hawaii isn't made up of multiple islands. By the way, my favorite island is Maui, but I like the North Shore of Oahu, brah. I'm a haole brah from the North Shore, brah. Anyway, just saying. I do, and I like the Big Island. I went to the last time I was in Hawaii. I was on the Big Island. I'd never been to the Big Island. It's great. I love Hawaii. By the way, I don't even understand why, Chris Lee. Why am I not a professor teaching at a university on Oahu? And Chris is probably going, "Well, Rob, we watch your streams, and that's why you're not a professor here." Well, then, you know what? I can't argue with that.
I have to jump a little bit back, Rob, to the question from Video Hunter D. You had to make that question a little bit tougher. You have to say you're watching NTSC Laserdisc, but with 5.1 surround against Blu-ray on a 4K TV with motion smoothing, but only with the speakers from the TV. Then I would probably say, forget it. I will go with the NTSC Laserdisc with 5.1 surround sound. Would have make the question a little bit tougher.
It's a tough choice. I mean, honestly, I think you and I should actually make a TV show where we are on a desert island. You know, they always talk about Tower Records. When they publish a magazine when they existed every month. And by the way, if you have not seen Colin Hanks's great documentary about Tower Records. You need to watch it. It's amazing. This too, I think it's called This Too Will Pass or something. I love Tower Records, but imagine you and I on a desert island. Like, we're the only two dudes, and you know, you would look like this guy because we would not eat bad food. Look at that. This is you on the desert island. Here is Dieter in his Kiss shirt, and I want to imagine that might be one of the only shirts. And he's also a Schnäppchen hunter, so there he is as the Schnäppchen hunter that he is. So imagine the two of us. We should totally do a sitcom where you and I are marooned on a desert island, and all we do is watch our favorite movies, kind of like Mystery Science Theater. But instead of being in the satellite of love, we're on like some desert island, and shit just like washes up on shore. and half of it is the garbage you buy, and then half of it's the garbage you buy for me. Like this. So it really is pretty much everything you buy and send me to America. And I'm like, it's great because I can actually, I feel like you and I should be like drinking beers every Sunday night. We shouldn't be doing this. I've never met you. Like, you and I have never met in the flesh. I've never met you. I've never been to Saarbrücken, Deutschland. I don't know. I mean, I really want to know, like, everyone, look at frame left. Look at Dieter's frame left. Where you see Jyn Erso and you see John Wick. I imagine that there is a pyramid of physical media of just horrible movies, like gigantic, that is stacked up to the ceiling right off of the frame that we see. Is that true?
You told me it just matters what you see in the frame.
The proscenium of the frame, dude. That's all that matters.
You know? That's all.
I want to come to your house. And I want to scale that pyramid. I imagine that I have to climb up to get to the top to be like, Dieter, look at, and here's a Scott Adkins movie. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Wait till you see Avengement. You will change your mind, Rob. You will change your mind.
Well, Justin Toner writes in.
Yeah, Justin.
He says again, I'm sorry. No new Blu-ray purchases this week, Rob and Dieter, but I will have some again soon. In the meantime, send me African Kung Fu Nazis. I know, I haven't sent anyone shit. It's right, by the way, I'm looking. Not only do I have African Kung Fu Nazis for you, Justin, but I have Dieter's Post-it note that says Justin Toner, it's his African Kung Fu Nazis.
This was probably the first indication for you, what kind of movies is this dude buying? Because it was the title in the first Let's Get Physical Media show.
Look, man, for those of you who don't know, people are like, are you being racist? No. There's an African film made in Ghana,
I believe.
Ghana. It's a Ghanan film. It is if you look at this picture of Dieter Bastian as the Schnäppchen hunter, he has, by the way, the very R-rated in America because the violence is extreme and awesome. This is Dieter Bastian finding African Kung Fu Nazis, which, by the way, may be one of the greatest movies ever made. Isn't it?
No.
No, come on, man.
It can be entertaining for some people, you know.
Well, according to some old guy in Hawaii, this is prime quality entertainment. So, first of all, some old guy in Hollywood, thank you so much, and old guy in Hawaii, you need to find Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man, and you guys need to do a stream, and I'll put it up on this show. By the way, he made a film that was part of the film festival, the first annual intergalactic. Hey, you know what? People are like, "Hey, Rob, when are you going to finish that?" Everyone made their movies. It's all good. There's 20 semifinalists. We are going to give out awards. We are.
Awesome. Tim Hens asked in the live chat if I was ever in the States. Yes, Tim, I was 2 times. One East Coast, visiting a little bit of New York, and one on the West Coast. considering Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and
Germany doesn't
San
have
Francisco.
coasts.
Okay, no. So both sides. Unfortunately, not that long. New York was just about 3 or 4 days, and the other one was, I think, a week. And I remember coming back from New York with a little bit of suitcase, a little bit of physical media in it. I got it through customs, Rob. I got it through customs,
Well, yeah, I do know.
And I think I have a bag of Tower Records, I believe.
Oh, you do?
Saved. Yeah.
So when Elizabeth and I do our European tour, and we're doing a European tour, so when we come and stay at your house, because we don't want to buy hotel rooms or whatever, and I'm going to sleep right in that room you're in right now. So I mean, can Elizabeth and I like sleep on your couch? Is that cool?
I don't know if it's big enough for 2. And this is just a little apartment, Rob. So probably for 3 people, it would be a little bit of.
Well, are there any good hotels in Saarbrücken? Like, can we get a room or something?
I think so. I would suggest you take a hotel in the city.
How about in France? Like you're 30 minutes away from France. Elizabeth speaks French. She's a native French speaker.
Yeah. Or when you come to the Max Ophüls Festival with Tango Shalom,
Oh my God! Yes.
You could stay near at the multiplex, when the festival is going on,
By the way, the Jughead one says, "Hi, Rob and Dieter. Your comment about Scott Adkins reminds me of the old Blockbuster days. Laugh out loud. On Friday night, they would have the bargain bucket crap that was full of Chuck Norris, Dolph Lundgren. Oh, wait, he says continued. Okay. I want to know what else was in the bargain basement.
So
the bucket.
Just Van Damme should be in it,
Yeah, Van Damme. And how about Kurt Thomas, who starred in Jim Cotta, a new kind of martial arts superhero. By the way, I took a girl, Catherine Kent. Our first date was to see Jim Cotta, and while it worked out okay in the end, I ultimately, years later, we're still friends. She's like, lest we forget, you took me to see Jim Cotta. And I'm like, okay. Yes, I did. I took a girl to see Jim Cotta.
So, have you any special editions, Rob? I have.
No. Do you? No. I forgot. I mean, I was asleep live on my channel earlier.
Yeah.
So I didn't get special editions. I didn't get there. But if you have them, please give me one. Lay it on me, Dieter. What's up?
Just a quick one. Not.
That's what she said.
God damn it. It's not really. It was the 30th anniversary. It came out in the US. The Aliens.
Holy shit! What the fuck, dude? Look at that shit. That is fucking amazing.
It came. What I liked was the different cover artworks that it came with.
Oh.
And it came with a little bit of extras, This time it's
dude,
more.
I'm getting there's blood flowing to my nether regions. I'm getting aroused looking at that.
Inside there was from Dark Horse Comics images were put together in this little.
Look at that, dude. That shit's amazing. But that's only a DVD, right?
No, that's the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray rep. The 30th
God.
anniversary edition, and it came out in the US. Rep.
2016.
It has some not lobby cards, just cards.
Wow.
With some alien design work. No.
That's amazing.
And wait, this way. Oh, is it the thing? Yeah, this way.
Kill me.
Yeah. Our Marine soldiers. and this way.
Wow. Look
this
at
was
that. Come on. How cool is that, dude?
The Aliens 30th anniversary edition. Rob, when will we get this movie in 4K? Come on, Mr. Cameron. Come on, James.
Well, I mean, Dieter, yeah, let's plead. Come on, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Come on,
Jimmy,
dude.
Come on.
I need The Abyss, the director's cut.
Yeah.
I need The Abyss in 4K.
True Lies.
True Lies
in 4K.
True Lies, Steven Soderbergh's Solaris, and I need Strange Days in 4K.
Yeah.
Why? The hostage crisis of Lightstorm movies continues.
This is one that will probably, we'll hope.
By the way, the Jughead sends in his second, as I'm hiccuping. I'm going to read both. He sends in 2 super chats. I read the first one. Hi, Robin Dieter. Your comment about Scott Adkins reminds me of the old Blockbuster days, laugh out loud.
Right.
On Friday night, they would have the bargain bucket crap that were full of Chuck Norris, Dolph Lundgren, Steven Seagal movies. Those 1990s were great days. Your buddies would come around KFC. Oh, those were the days. You know what? Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Chuck Norris movie pretty much is all you need in life, right? Like, what more do you need? Do you have Kentucky Fried Chicken in Germany? KFC?
Yes, yes, I think we have, but not as many, of course, as in the US.
No, but have you ever gone there? Have you ever had Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Actually, not, Rob.
No, you've never gone. Do you like fried chicken?
Yeah, totally. But I never gotten around to get a bucket, you know?
I know. But you know what you do have? Physical media.
Physical media, correct.
So,
Correct. And on that note, I believe.
well, you know what?
Well,
I really should look and see if I have letters. I didn't look.
Okay.
Do you know why? Because we do have a letter that I haven't read, and do you know who sent it?
Omar 94.
Yes.
Oh,
As I'm Omar 94 sent us a letter.
Okay.
Hi, Rob,
There we go.
and guten Abend, Dieter. Since you both order your home media online now, and I'm sure you're all happy as it comes out around the same time everywhere in the world, I want to take you back when you had to go to a store and buy your home media. I remember when I was younger, it was always exciting for me to go and get DVDs, as I hiccup. With that, I have to believe release dates for DVDs were different depending on where you live. If it was a Hollywood movie in North America, it would come out on a specific date and then come out at a later date in a foreign country. However, for foreign films, it might be the opposite. By the way, if you live in Germany, a German movie is not foreign in Germany. It's only foreign here, but I know you get that. However, for foreign films, it might be the opposite, where a foreign country gets the theatrical release and the DVDs first and then comes out later in the U.S. I was thinking about this because it would be a problem, especially for movies like the MCU, Star Wars, and stuff like that. If a movie in the U.S. came out in theaters and then on home media before the movie came out in theaters in another country. I thought about this because I was watching an old archive video from the UK about the time when the original Star Wars movie was first coming out in theaters. Because there was no social media or anything like that, the only thing British people knew was how it was an American film, which took the country's pop culture by storm. And that movie was now coming out in the UK. And there were long lines of people waiting outside the theaters to see that movie. I thought about that because there was a time when movies would come out in North America, but foreign countries would not get these movies in theaters for months or even years or even longer after it came out in the U.S. With that, imagine if social media and DVDs were around when a movie like Empire Strikes Back was coming out. Because of the Darth Vader father reveal, oh my God. Spoiler alert. Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. God damn it. I'm sure it would go out on social media everywhere immediately. And I'm sure international members of the Post-Geek Singularity would be really annoyed if that happened, because they were excited to see the movie because it hadn't come out in theaters where they live. And that reveal was everywhere. Dieter is in Germany, Emil Johansson, Emma Bannon, Dean Mikitich, Tim Hands, Brian Hepburn, Bunyan Snipe are in the UK. Wait a minute. I thought Tim Hands is in the Midwest, but okay. I know there are others.
Emil Johansson is in Sweden, I believe.
Yeah. I know there are others who live in those countries and other countries around the world, so I apologize for not mentioning you and your country, since I'm freezing on it as I'm writing this letter. I would imagine you would all be angry because you would have been very excited to see The Empire Strikes Back since it had not come out in theaters where you live, but it was spoiled for you by the internet. Luckily now, movies come out in North America and other foreign countries within a closer proximity as they did before. With that, I'm sure it's the same thing for home media, where it would come out in one country earlier. You would have to wait longer in another country for that home media since the movie came out in theaters later. Now, because you can buy it online around the world, it comes out in close proximity everywhere. As I'm hiccuping again. So I'm sure the both of you and the Post-Geek Singularity members who collect physical media are happy about that. I do believe. Thanks, and live long and prosper. So, Dieter, we can't do a show with a letter from Omar, but let me ask you this. When movies used to come out in America, like, for instance, Superman 2 came out 6 months before it came out in the U.S. in Australia. Were there movies that you were aware of that you didn't get in Germany until 6 months later, and did it piss you off?
Almost probably every movie, Rob, because there was, have to dub the movie, and it wasn't perhaps not as time sensitive as it is today. So I don't know how much the starting date differs. I would have to check the IMDb on the title to see when was the German released, how far it was.
Sure.
It was pushed. Considering what Omar mentions, the spoiler stuff is probably even heavier today, even if the movie comes out at the same time. Considering I watched a lot of the Suicide Squad reviews, and I have seen the movie, but what you get in your YouTube feed just from the thumbnails alone, if you haven't seen the movie, the saddest death, this. So from the spoiler perspective, it's probably even worse today.
Wait, Michael Rooker dies? Wait,
Even if the movie comes out at the same time. So I remember back in the day when Terminator 2 came out, that it would have been great not to know that Arnold was the good guy. So you could have that culmination from the two. Until that point, you didn't know exactly what was going on. But even that was before the movie came out, was made aware of that Arnold would be the good guy in this movie. But
no, I agree.
But I don't know, Rob, how long it took for the movies to come out here. But I remember it almost none would be day and date with the American.
No, they weren't. I mean, and every country is a different.
Dubbed,
well, it's a different territory. Like movies, like what people don't understand is nowadays people think that movies just come out around the world. Every country is every country is a different territory, and it used to be like you had to sell your movie. Even the biggest studios are like they had deals with certain distributors in countries, but now, like, I'll give you an example. Tango Shalom. If you didn't know, I produced and edited a film called Tango Shalom that's opening in New York on September 3rd. And by the way, for those of you who also don't know, let me just say that I also have been doing the Designing Hollywood podcast. And you can find it wherever you get podcasts. I've done 3, and I'm not the only one who hosts them, but look up the Designing Hollywood podcast. It's great. It's great. But yes, I mean, you have to sell your film to every country. It's not like people think that, well, Warner Brothers is just going to release this film across the world. But every country is a different territory. So Tango Shalom is an indie film. Thank God we were able to sell it to Vision Films that's distributing it worldwide. But every country, like France, Germany, the UK, Spain, they're all different countries. So, you might get a movie 6 months after it opened in the U.S. and Germany because that's just when it was sold. And it sucks.
Nobody is still in theaters here. Nobody. The film, the movie with Bob Odenkirk is still in theaters. But this is, of course, because of the COVID situation now.
Are you guys locked down now? Did you have another lockdown?
No, we're not locked down. But like in the U.S., the numbers are going, this way, not that way. Again.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah, I'm completely vaccinated.
Is your mom?
Yeah, she was even before me.
How is your mom?
She's fine. The movement is a little bit hindered, but considering the brain is functioning, and it is a little bit more better than the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I've never done this on this show. I'm going to call my mom.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Do it now.
I will. Let's call my mother, and let's see what my mom's all about. I mean, a lot of people. She's been on the show many times. We're gonna call her, and see how she's doing. I don't even know what she's doing.
Robert Meyer Burnett.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Well, I'm calling you because I'm doing one of my YouTube shows, Let's Get Physical Media, and for you, that would mean VHS tapes. Remember when I used to collect movies on VHS?
Okay.
Well, so you're live on the internet. You're being broadcast worldwide, and Dieter and I were talking about our mothers and during COVID. And I said, well, my mom's, if you call my mom, I mean, to call you, I just imagine you always have a smile on your face. Is that true?
I try to have a smile on my face, absolutely.
Well, so, Mom, let me ask you, by the way, for those of you watching the show, this is Nancy Bess Burnett, my mother, who is now 82 years old. Can I say that?
Sure.
What's it like to be 82, Mom?
It's just a number. It's just a number. And there's 82-year-olds that can't walk or do anything, and there's 82-year-olds that run miles. And if my knee, I didn't have my
your meniscus
detachment, I would be out running. I'd be playing my golf. I'd be doing normal physical exercise that I did when I was 40 years old.
Well, there's a word that I would apply to you. You might not understand it, but I would call you a baller, Mom. You're a baller.
A baller.
Baller.
I'm not quite sure what that means.
It means you're a boss. You're the best. It means you are. Yeah. Being a baller means you can walk into a club and lay down the hundies, meaning the $100 bills, and just, you can bet on whatever game you want, whether it's blackjack, craps, poker, and you don't care if you win or lose. That's what a baller is, Mom, and you are a baller. But now let me ask you, since I have you on the phone.
I would want to win. I'd want to win, Robert.
Come on, Mom. You always win. You always win. But now here's the thing. Now I would ask you, the very first, so this show is about physical media, owning movies on physical media. Like you can buy movies. You bought me my very first VHS movie in 1980, 41 years ago, and it was, you gave me, I don't know if you remember this, you gave me a skateboard, and you gave, by the way, a baller skateboard, but you also gave me my very first videotape, which was John Carpenter's Halloween, and it was on Meta Home Entertainment. It cost $54.
How would you remember that?
Well, because it was my first. Come on, Mom. I remember everything, and so I would ask you, what is your? Do you remember that you had a piece of furniture built for me to lock up my videotapes? Do you remember that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let me ask you. Please tell the people at home, what was it like to have a child that was one crazy, insane like I was about movies, but
no, you weren't insane. You were just so interested in it all.
Thank you.
I don't think of you as crazy or insane.
Thank you for saying that, because that's what I wanted you to say. By God. So, but what was it like? Like, I always had I had 3 VCRs, and when Mike would come by, we had 4 VCRs daisy chained together. We were copying movies. Did you know that I was like bootlegging films? Did you understand that I was actually stealing movies from the studios? I was being a very bad boy. Yeah, you didn't know, did you? No. It was all good. I
don't think I would have liked, if I knew that you were doing that, I would not have liked that at all. You know that.
Come on, Mom. Wouldn't you have thought that I was I was an entrepreneur at 13, 14, 15?
Well, if you were taking movies that you shouldn't have access to, I don't think I would be very happy about that.
Jesus Christ, Mom. Why do you have to out me? Why do you have to be this way on live, like live on YouTube?
Oh, okay.
Wow. And by the way, my friend Dieter Bastian, who is right now live with me on the show, he's in Saarbrücken, Deutschland. He's in Germany, and I stream with him every week. Have you been to Germany?
Absolutely. Don't forget, I was a travel agent. I traveled the world.
Well, I know that, but I wanted you to confirm it. Now, do you have any memories of Germany? Is Germany like you've been to Berlin? Probably. You've been to Munich.
Yes, of course. Yes.
And I know you graduate.
Frankfurt.
And wait, Frankfurt too?
Sure.
So you graduated from Berkeley in Northern California when you were in
University of California.
Yeah.
Which is in Berkeley.
And you were a major in art history, yes?
I was an art history major, right?
So now that you're 82, and you've been around the world, no, because and now that you've outed me, or I've outed you, or outed me to you, what is like you have a map in one of the rooms in your house with.
I just walked up the stairs. That's so interesting you said that. I just walked up the stairs because I'm looking at the map right now. It's a world map.
So I
have a pin on all the places I've been to.
So how many places around the world have you been to?
Oh God, hundreds. I can't tell you a number.
Okay, what?
I'm looking at the map as I've been. I mean, I was a travel agent, and in the days that I was a travel agent, the companies that were selling trips around the world would have what were called FAM trips, familiarization trips for agents, so they could go see the destinations, come back and sell the destinations. Today, that's not. I mean, I don't even know if there's travel agents anymore. People just go online and book their own trips.
The goddamn internet, Mom. The internet killed. Yeah. You brought something to the world that no one has anymore, like Star Trek.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you. I mean, obviously, I love what are some of your most favorite places that you've been in the world?
Okay. I'm looking at my map. I'm upstairs in the room because I love animals. I mean,
Well, you are a crazy cat lady. Let's face it.
I'm a crazy cat lady. But
yeah, you are.
I'm looking at my map, and I'm looking at Africa, and I'm looking at all the different countries that I went to in Africa: South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Nairobi, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia. And because when I was a travel agent, the companies would send the agents to destinations that they represent, so you could come back and sell those destinations to your clients. Today,
right.
Of course,
sure.
I don't even think there's a travel agent anymore. And so I have a map, so I pinned all the places I was able to go to, and it costs hardly anything to go because the companies would pay the travel agents to go see their destinations, come back and sell. And that's just not what happens today at all. It's just a whole different deal. So
God damn it.
right now.
The modern age sucks, Mom. They don't pay for those goddamn trips.
Well, it's too bad because, people just love to travel, but travel agents, I don't know if there are any anymore. But
by the way, since you bring it up, why don't you tell the people that are watching this show live around the world, when did you stop being a travel agent? How old were you when you actually retired?
When I retired probably in my early 70s, when the computer just took over, what travel agents were doing.
Right, but still in your early 70s. Like, I look at you, anyone who's listening to you right now would never believe you're 82 years old. You gave up, you stopped working when the computer came in, but you were in your, I don't think aren't there still people today who call you and say, Nancy, can you book my trip to Scotland because we're going to go on a golf tour? Don't people still want? Don't they want you to still?
They do. They would call. I mean, I have a lot of friends that will call and say, we're going to go to Scotland and Ireland. Tell us what courses to play, that sort of stuff. So I go and I look up all the courses that we played and tell them exactly what to do. Yeah.
You're 82 years old and people are still trying to get you to book their trips.
I can't really book the trips. I tell them what to do, and they go ahead and book the trips. I mean, I don't even know if there's any travel agents anymore. Maybe travel agents work for big companies and book people that, work for companies that travel, but everybody goes online and does their own booking, yeah.
I know. Well, now let me ask you this. Seeing as we've gone, I just want to make sure everyone knew how cool you were. So your bona fides were set there. Now, let me ask you this. I mean, you took me to the movies a lot when I was a young kid. And you also made sure I had physical media. You got me VHS tapes or whatever. Do you have any memories of me and video cassettes or my birthday and Hanukkah? I always got a box of video cassettes that cost $150, blank tapes. And you and Dad would buy me these things. Do you have any memories of me in physical media? I worked in video stores for 8 years. Is there anything that strikes you? Can you tell anyone anything about my obsession with movies and home video, VCRs, or any of that shit?
Well, you were just obsessed with movies. That's all. You come home and I wouldn't let you go and watch any movies until you went and did your homework and stuff. Because
God damn it, Mom! What the hell?
What?
I need to see these movies. What do you mean, homework? What? God damn it.
Listen, you were just obsessed, and I was that was exciting to know that you were into something so big and everything, and here you are. That's what your dream came true. But
you mean streaming with Dieter Bastian in Saarbrücken, Deustchland? That's exactly. Come on. All good.
That's it.
No, but you're right. But it was because I had good parents. You were always there supporting my insane interests and all that.
They weren't insane. That's just what you love to do. Everybody, listen, if everybody did the same thing, life would be very boring. People, I mean, what you're doing is you're making something wonderful for people to be able to watch and see, creating creativity and stuff.
From your mouth to God's ears. Thank you for saying that.
I love it. No, but I just love the traveling the world, and I love what you're doing too. I think it's wonderful that you pursued your your dream, and it came true, and you're doing your thing. Yeah. So, what else can I answer? What any other questions you want to ask me?
I don't know, Dieter. I'm gonna. You can't hear what he's gonna say because I'm wearing headphones. But I'm gonna ask Dieter Bastian, who's in Saarbrücken, Deutschland, which is on close to the border of France. Dieter, would you like to ask my mom a question? He's thinking about it. He says, well.
Let me think about it.
He says, let me think about it. By the way, with the great, deep German accent.
How
Oh wow.
how
Wow.
did
Yeah.
you
I love,
make Rob
I
stop
mean, I just,
talking?
Oh, mom,
I
this.
was an art history major, and so that was what made me. I mean, that's why I loved going to Europe, so I could go to the museums and see all the artwork that I had studied in college, and all to see the actual paintings, the real ones, and the Van Goghs and the Renoirs and all those. You know, that was my love.
Mom, Dieter asks a very pertinent and important question. And he asks, how did you get Bob to stop talking?
I don't think I got Bob to stop talking.
Well, on that note, Mom, I want to thank you for appearing on Let's Get Physical Media. And I haven't stopped talking. My God. So Dieter says, great to meet you. And even though he didn't say that, but he would. He's thinking it. I can tell. But thank you for once again appearing on the show and allowing me to call you up randomly and broadcast you out to the internet.
Anytime you want to call, I love hearing from you, and just keep pursuing your dream. I think it's wonderful.
All right, Mom. I will see you later.
Love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you go, kids. There's Nancy Burnett, 82-year-old Nancy. She doesn't sound... Dieter, does she sound 82 to you?
No, absolutely not, Rob. And Bill 4393 couldn't believe when you said how much the Halloween tape did cost back in the day.
Yeah, man. I mean,
believe that.
First of all, people don't remember. Like, blank video cassettes were $30. And movies, I mean, Halloween was cheap at $54. It was $54.99. And then people forget that in 1982, Paramount released two movies, Officer and a Gentleman and Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, at $39.95. And these were
a Schnäppchen.
My God. People are like, wait, what? The Blues Brothers. When the Blues Brothers came out, movies that were over 2 hours long had to be on two video cassettes.
Oh,
the Blues Brothers cost $112. Back in the day, like 40 years ago, yo. By the way, come on, how cool is my mom? Come on.
Awesome.
She's pretty dope, right? She's never been on this show.
While you were talking, the Funkalicious Sever Chen said, my parents still use a travel agent.
Well, because, the Funkalicious... you know what? I love the fact that now, like, when she DMs me on Twitter, I'm going to change her name. She should actually change her name on Twitter. She should write the Funkalicious Zephyr Chan. Come on, Zephyr, get on that. The Funkalicious. Because, look, and like all the great nicknames, I didn't decide that I was the existential Mr. Rogers or the Viceroy of Verisimilitude or the Duke of Dope Discourse. Other people did. So when someone else calls you something, you need to adopt that. Dieter, I've noticed we don't have a nickname for you.
No, not really, considering Dietz, Robin, but nothing that would be
and it can't be. Other people have suggested things like Trash Panda or the Kaiser of. We do. And we do have that, but I think we need, and that's, you know what? Let me back up. You do have nicknames, but nothing that sticks. Like the Funkalicious Zephyr Chan, that's a dope name. You just want to say that. It rolls out of your mouth and it just feels good. It's an onomatopoeia. It sounds like it is, The Funkalicious Zephyr Chan. That's awesome. But we don't really have the great nickname yet that's stuck to you. We need one.
Okay.
I
can come up with it, Rob.
I know.
With your stuff, we leave that to the choice to other people.
I mean, I just, once again, let's look at this picture. Let's look at this picture of you. Look at Dieter in his KISS shirt being metal. Come on, man. That guy needs a nickname.
The lovely Emma Bennon comes up with something.
Well, you know what? The problem is the lovely Emma, and by the way, she is lovely, but man, her jokes. I mean, I go back and forth. Sometimes her jokes are genius. Other times I want to end my life because they're that bad. But you know what? She's out there swinging. She's out there making shit happen.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
yeah,
shouldn't we end this show?
Yeah, I would say, Rob, it's getting close to midnight here.
Oh my God! Are you telling me it's
to
10 to midnight?
10 to midnight. Yeah.
10,
Correct.
like the Charles Bronson movie, which, by the way, you should probably own it. And if it came out on Blu-ray or 4K, I bet you would.
So
Yeah. Well,
on that note, Rob, I would say, Rob, next week probably not the Let's Get Physical Media because you're in Las Vegas. Am I correct? With that?
I don't think actually I'm gonna be in Las Vegas. Don't think so.
Okay. Okay. So
I know it's terrible.
then we'll keep that open.
Yeah, I mean, I should.
Okay.
I want to be in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'm going to be. What can I say?
See. Okay.
I don't
So-
know what to do, Dieter. I
On
mean, what do you
that
think?
note-
Should I go to Las Vegas?
It's not up to me, Rob. But do you think it's a little bit, considering COVID, you don't want to? Or?
No. It has nothing to do with that. It's just work. I mean,
okay.
leaving. Even today, I was doing work for
So
Tango
you have no
Shalom.
obligations considering the convention itself.
No, I no.
Would you
yes.
would just go as a guest, as a normal?
Yeah, I would go
Well,
as a
guess-
guest and
okay.
to yes. So I
thought
don't.
you had some obligations.
No.
with-
No, my only obligation is to be a good man and buy physical media. That's it. That's my one obligation, and I think you too have that same obligation. Yes.
Definitely.
Well,
So, on that
So,
note,
on that
Rob?
note, should we end this stream?
yeah.
It's gone on for a very. Oh wait, hang on.
Yeah.
No, we're good. We're
You're
good.
You're good.
All
Okay.
of our obligations are fulfilled. So.
I will finish from my end the show a little bit different because, Rob, if we were on a different island, I say, with the first title from this great album, I'll be your daddy, your lover, your brother, and your little boy.
Oh, you know what? We just got fucking canceled, dude. We're done. We're done. This show has been completely canceled because you just said that.
I don't care.
Wow. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gentle beings, kind souls from across the 28 known galaxies. Maybe Dieter Bastian just canceled us. But look, I'm going to leave you with this. By the way, first of all, don't we say live long and
Long.
prosper?
And prosper. Correct.
And I think all of you just gaze upon this image. Dieter Bastian. Hang on, man. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I just want to put your picture up. Look at this man. Look at this is his inner soul.
Came
Did
in,
we?
Rob. From the jacket.
Oh my
says-
God, we did. Hang on. The Jughead says, laugh out loud. Rob, your mother is adorable. She had me at hello, laugh out loud. By the way, she needs a date, Jughead. So, I mean, I'm just telling you, she's 82, but she's got spunk. She had me at hello. Love and respect from the UK bros and Nancy. Well, thank you for that, Jughead. I appreciate that. My mom is awesome, and you'd never know she was 82. Even if you met her, you'd be like, she's like 65. She's pretty extraordinary. So thank you for that. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
And it's great to have a mom that's that spunky, which is great because she's a party animal. You can take her anywhere. She will blend in and she will party. She won't drink anything, but she's a party animal. You know what? I want to slip her some ecstasy just to see what she'd do, like some uncut MDMA. Like, you know, it's coming back. It's coming back, and I mean, I can only imagine. My mom's already happy, but my God, Rob's mom on ecstasy could be kind of funny.
I
By the way, people are appalled. They're like, "You're going to give your 82-year-old mother MDMA?" Yes. I'm going to slip her MDMA just to see. She would be awesome, by the way, on ecstasy. She'd be like, she's like, "Can I give you a hug? Let me hug you. Come on, man." I mean, she would. It'd be great. So anyway, people are like, they're canceling. They're on Twitter. Rob Burnett's going to slip his mother drugs.
I was thinking about a joke from South Park, which was a topic this week, considering they make that big deal. They had a special episode considering getting vaccination shots, and there were the older people getting in front of the younger people, and the older people did a party on the parking lot.
Yeah,
while the younger people had to wait. It was
great. Mean, my mom would take one shot of whatever, vodka, whiskey. She'd be 3 sheets to the wind. She's like, "Where's that MDMA you promised?" I mean, it'd be great. It'd be fantastic. And by the way, my mom, she'd be like, you could take my mom anywhere, and she will be down with that. She's like, "Where are we going?" She would be like, "Great. I'm very happy to be here." My mom is a party animal. You can take her anywhere. She'll hang out until like 9. And like at 9:10, she's like, "Bobby, I'm a little tired. I mean, maybe it's time to go home." I'm like, "Mom," and she'll be like, No, you can drive me home and you can be back here by 9:45 and party up a storm." I'm like, "Good point, Mom. Good point. No one will miss me." That's my mom. I mean, Nancy Burnett on Let's Get Physical Media. Well, dear, on that note, I think it's time to end this show. Yeah?
So, jede Person, die du triffst, hat eine Geschichte zu erzählen, die du noch zu hören hast. Alles, was du tun musst, ist zuhören.
Well, and I want to thank my moderating staff. We got Justin Toner here, who apparently didn't get Physical Media this week. We got Dean Mikitich. Dean Mikitich and Emma Bannon, by the way, are conspiring against you, Dieter, just so you know.
In cahoots, Rob.
Oh, they are in cahoots. Bunyan Snipe is here. By the way, lest we forget, wait, Bunyan Snipe sent me this. Being frank, it just showed up. Thank you, Bunyan Snipe. Even my moderators send me random shit from Europe. It's fan-fucking-tastic. So thank you for that, Bunyan Snipe. I don't know if anyone else is here. I'm looking, but thank you to my Blue Wrenches. Thank you to the moderators. And you know what? I'm just going to say thank you to the Funkalicious Zephyr Chan, just because I wanted to say Funkalicious again. I mean, how many people are Funkalicious? By the way, apparently, according to her, she's 4'11". She's 4 feet 11 inches, which is doubly Funkalicious, because if she comes into like a club, you have to like let the crowd part, otherwise she'll get like trampled. So you know, 4'11", the Funkalicious Zephyr Chan. So thank you for that. And Dieter, thank you for once again sending me a box of goodness from Germany.
Like I said, Rob, I'll be your daddy, your brother, your lover, and your little boy.
Wait a minute. Like, I mean, when you say you're going to be my lover, people are going to be like, "Dudes, get a room." I'm like, nothing wrong with that. But being a lover and a little boy, I mean, that shit gets you canceled, son. Come on.
But this was stuff that you could put out on a record back in the day.
It is. You know what? I just want to be clear. So, hey, YouTube algorithm. No, this is not NAMBLA. We're just friends. Just saying.
Correct. And this is just the title from this great album.
Oh, my God. Yes. And by the way, is that in Dolby Atmos?
No, Rob. It's just in 5.1, but in the DSD stream, considering the Super Audio.
Well, this is the longest episode of Let's Get Physical Media ever. Right. I think it's time to go. As much as I don't want to let you go, we're 1 minute away from
Iron Maiden. It's 2 minutes to midnight.
Yes. And Dieter, I bid you be seeing you.
Farewell, my friend.